Hi, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Live. I am your host, Crystal Fry, your personal identity coach, and I want to welcome you all into tonight's edition of the show. Tonight, we are going to be talking about the importance of healing your relationship with you. So as you are coming in, hey, Tim, it's good to see you. Thanks so much for joining this evening. As you are coming in, say hello so I can say hello back to you. If you are catching this in the replay, go ahead and use the hashtag replay and let me know where you're watching from. Listen, we've got a really great show tonight. We're going to talk about something that is incredibly near and dear to my heart: healing your relationship with you. And we're going to talk about why it's so important for you to heal that relationship if it happens to be damaged in any way. We'll talk about that a little bit. But we're really going to be digging into, excuse me, why it is so important for you to have a really good relationship with yourself. Now, besides the fact that you are going to spend more time with yourself than you are with anyone else, right? Hey, Andrea C., how are you, honey? So you're going to spend your entire life with you. So don't you think that maybe it's probably pretty important that you've got a pretty good relationship with yourself? Let's talk about how that impacts your life. Your relationship, that thing that you have with yourself, how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself, those things that go on inside your mind, it impacts every single aspect of your life. It impacts how you treat others. It impacts how you show up for others. It impacts how you show up for yourself. It impacts how far you are able to go in the pursuit of your dreams, in the pursuit of your happiness. Your relationship with yourself is absolutely the most critical component to whether or not you believe you can go further than you are right now. And if you don't believe me, I want you to take a moment and I want you to think about what happens when you don't have a good relationship with yourself. What does your self-talk look like? I can tell you what mine looked like. I can share it with you now because I've healed and I've grown past that. But let me tell you what, a few years ago, the relationship that I had with myself, the things that I said to myself, I would never say those things to another human being. I would never have said any of those things to another human being. So as you are thinking about that and you are trying to understand really what kind of impact your relationship with yourself has on your life, if you are constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you can't do this, that you're not qualified, that you don't know if you're going to be able to, all of that negative self-talk, all of that doubt, you are not going to be able to push past where you are now. Because you have to win the mindset game. You have to win the battle in between your ears so that you can go forward. So, and I know you've all heard the saying, what is it? Only hurting people hurt other people. That's true, right? It's true. People who are happy with themselves, people who are happy with their lives, people who are happy in general, don't tend to hurt other people. At least not in a malicious way. Accidents happen and, sometimes mistakes are made, but really think about that. If you are not in a good place with yourself and your relationship with yourself, what do your relationships with other people look like? Well, it's likely that there's probably some mistrust. It's likely that you probably don't have a really good, open, honest, comfortable relationship with other people because you're hiding, you're holding back. And why are you doing that? Because inside, you're telling yourself that you're not good enough, or that, all of those things that you may be saying to yourself, that, believe it or not, reflects into your relationships outside of yourself. So as you're going through your process of trying to, reach goals and trying to find success and trying to live to your fullest, trying to elevate yourself to the life that you want to live, the very first place I want you to start is with you. With you. Because until you get that relationship square, until you get that relationship healed and whole, until you can look at yourself in the mirror and say with absolute honesty and 100% confidence, you are a rock star and you're amazing and I love you and let's go crush it, you're going to struggle. And guys, I'm not telling you this to add to doubt, worry, fear, and any of those other things. I'm telling you this so that you have a good, clear understanding of what's necessary for you to elevate to your best self, for you to overcome the obstacles that are bound to happen. Listen, we all have obstacles. Don't believe what anybody's social media tells you about how perfect their life is. No one's life is perfect. We all have struggles. We all have challenges. We all have obstacles that we have to overcome. But it's a lot easier to do that when you are in a place with yourself where you can say, you know what? This is a challenge. And yeah, it's a struggle. And yeah, I may not want to do it, but I know that I can. But I know that I am capable of doing it. I know that I can overcome this challenge because I have that belief in myself. Because I know that I can get past that hurdle because I'm amazing, right? And listen, you guys, I'm not saying that again from a place of, like, oh, well, Crystal's got all of her stuff figured out and she's all together and everything else. No, listen, you guys, the last couple of weeks, actually, this past week has been a ridiculous struggle for me in a couple of different areas. Like I've had a lot of, I guess good stuff. You guys know that my son went off to boot camp, right? We finally got the letter. We finally got, so I can actually write to him. So I was super excited about that. But you guys, then I started thinking about Christmas is in a few weeks and he's not going to be home. And sometimes it's a little hard. Christmas is my favorite time of year. Sometimes it's a little hard for me to really get in the spirit thinking about, the fact that he won't be here. We're not going to be traveling to see family because of COVID and all of these other things, you guys. And then there was a whole lot of other stuff happening in my daytime life, right? Because you guys usually see me here on Friday Night Live. There's a whole lot of stuff going. There's been a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. But you know what? I haven't approached that as, oh my God, the world is ending and I'm just going to go crawl back into bed. I could. That would actually, probably make me feel better temporarily, right? Because sleep is one of the ways that I block everything else out, right? I'll just go to sleep. Like an ostrich, they stick their head in the ground. They think that, you can't see the rest of their gigantic body out above the ground. But instead, I've chosen to approach those obstacles with, you know what? This might be hard right now, but I got this. I can do this. And yeah, I might have to stay up late. I might have to lose a little bit of sleep this week because I'm really, wanting to make sure that I get some of these deadlines hit and, goals that I need to get accomplished. But I can do this. I'm not doubting my ability to do that. And the reason why I can do that now is because I've gone through the process to heal the damaged relationship that I had with myself. And when I say damaged, you guys, I don't know if you saw my live, I think last week, and I've put it out in a couple of posts too. You guys, I was very, very good at making everything look fabulous on the outside, right? Making everything look great. Everything looked great. Andrea, I love it. Mega amounts of Tootsie Rolls for you. Yeah, girl. I'm telling you, that's what we do, right? We turn to things. But the reason why I can say these things now and have the confidence to face a challenge and be like, you know what? I may not know how I'm going to go over, under, through. May not know how I'm going to accomplish this, but I'm going to accomplish it. And I will. Because I am equipped with the ability to figure it out. And so are you. So are you. We are all equipped with the ability to figure it out. Everything is figure outable. Everything is. We just have to put in the time, the effort, and the work to do it. But that starts from the belief in yourself that you can. So as you're going through And, we're talking tonight about healing the relationship you have with yourself and why it is important. If you have a damaged relationship with yourself, why it is so important for you to heal that relationship in order for you to hit those targets, to achieve the goals that you want, to get the success, to live the life that you want to live. How many of y'all are living the life that you want to live right now? It's perfect, exactly the way it is. Raise your hand. I'll wait. Anybody? Any hands up? Everybody have areas that they want to improve, right? Yes, because we never arrive. We're always working towards something, which is good because we're humans, and humans are made to grow and develop and evolve, right? We always want to continue pressing forward. It's hard to do that, though, if you're stuck because you're telling yourself that you can't, or because you're telling yourself that you're not good enough. Or this was a really big one for me, because you're telling yourself that you don't deserve it, that you're not worthy. When you're telling yourself those things, you guys, you've heard me 100 times, your brain believes exactly what you tell it. Tim, yes, thank you for that. Yes, improvement with self. We're all right there with you, Tim. Your brain believes exactly what you tell it. So if you're telling yourself that you're not good enough, if you're telling yourself that you don't deserve it, if you're telling yourself that you're not worthy to accomplish the dream that you have, to achieve the success that you want, first, let me tell you, my friend, you're wrong. You do deserve it. You wouldn't have the dream in your heart if you weren't meant to achieve it. I promise. Second, it's going to be a much bigger challenge, and the hill is going to be a mountain trying to overcome if you're not in that place where you have a healed and whole relationship with yourself. So how do you know that it's damaged? Well, all of the things that I've been saying. Your self-talk is negative. You sabotage yourself. Do you guys do that? Sabotage yourself, self-sabotage? That was another big thing for me. I would get going down that road to my goal, and I would start picking up progress, and I would start, really building momentum towards it. And then I would do something to completely screw it all up. Queen of self-sabotage. And then after I was done sabotaging myself, I would look back on it and I would get so angry with myself because I would see what I did. And then that would spiral my negative self-talk even further down the hill. Because gee whiz, you can't even, you were going in the right direction and you can't even get it together to keep going, can you? Oh, you guys, when I tell you the things I said to myself I would never say to another human being, that is the absolute honest truth. I would never speak to someone else the way I spoke to myself. And if you are in that place, let me tell you, one, let's get out of there, right? It's not a good place to be. But two, get the help that you need for it. Whether that's coaching, whether that is therapy. Listen, there is nothing wrong with therapy. Absolutely not. It's there for a reason. There's nothing wrong with that. But get that help that you need, no matter what that looks like for you. Like I said, whether it's coaching, whether it's therapy, whether you need to read a self-help book, whether you need to watch videos, or you need to listen to podcasts, or whatever it is that you need to do to get your mind right so that you can heal the relationship with yourself, because that's another key factor there. In the process of healing your relationship with yourself, that starts up here with the realization that you need to heal the relationship with yourself, right? So you have to first have awareness of that. You have to first recognize that, you know what? If the things you're saying to yourself are not things that you would say to another person, there's a big red flag indicator for you right there. If while you're going through your day and you make a mistake or you mess up, and the thought that comes to your mind is something that you would not actually say out loud to another human being if they made the same mistake, that's a red flag for you. Pay attention to that, because that means that there's something going on and it needs to be addressed. You need to look into it. You need to dig into it. You need to figure out what the root cause is, and then you need to fix it. So if you need help fixing it, like, that's where I come in, right? That's part of what I do as a personal identity coach. I help you figure out what that root cause problem is, and then we fix it, right? We take steps to overcome it. We take steps to walk through it, to deal with that so that you can put that behind you. You guys know my saying, get rid of your garbage and step into your greatness. All of that negative self-talk, all of that doubt and worry and fear, all of that is garbage. Get rid of it. You don't need it. It's not serving you at all for anything. You know what it's doing? It's keeping you stuck inside your comfort zone. It's keeping you from growing. It's preventing you from elevating to your highest self. So get rid of it. Put it in a trash bag, throw it out, and let's move forward, right? I know, it sounds simple. It's simple, not easy all the time. So as you're walking through and taking a step and looking at whether or not you're in a place where you need to do a little work on the relationship with yourself, just know that there is help, right? There are resources. Again, you guys know you can send me a message, you can DM me, you can have a conversation with me. I'm always open for that. But the point that I really, really, really want to stress tonight is if you need to heal the relationship with yourself, please do it, because you were put here to be your absolute best, brightest. You were made to be a beacon that shines for other people. We were all put here as lights on this world, and we're made to shine. We're not made to be snuffed out. We're not made to be dimmed. We're made to shine in our own right. And you can't do that if your light is covered up by all that garbage. No one can see it. And trust me, someone needs to see it. Someone needs to see the light that you have. So let's get rid of all the garbage so that they can see it, so it can shine bright, and so that you can serve your purpose in the world, so that you can do what you were put here to do. All right. That's about all I have for you tonight. I'm going to wrap up. And again, just stress, you guys, this really, like, this is the huge purpose behind why I do what I do. Because absolutely everything that you want in this world is there for you, but you have to be in the right place so that you can go after it. You have to be in the right place so that you can receive it. You have to be in the right place so that you can be in the right position, so that you can walk through those doors that are opening for you. Because if you're not in the right place, the right position, the doors will open and you will walk by because you can't see them, because you're buried in all the garbage. So get rid of your garbage. If you need help, let me know. And again, thank you all for spending your time here with me tonight. You guys know that it is my absolute pleasure to be here with you every Friday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Friday Night Live. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We are getting close. You know, we're in December. So here in the US, we are getting very excited about the Christmas season. At least most people are. Like I said, it's my favorite time of year. So I can't wait to go enjoy my snowmen after I leave here with you guys tonight. So do something that makes you happy, please. I mean, seriously, you guys, we have one life, just one. We only get one shot. So do what makes you happy and get rid of all that other stuff, because all it's doing is weighing you down. You don't need it. I promise. I promise you don't need it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up, and I will talk to you all again very soon. Again, thank you all for joining me so much tonight here on Friday Night Live. I am Crystal Fry, your host, personal identity coach, helping women to see themselves, to love the women that they are, and to help them turn their lives into legacies. I hope you guys all have a great night, and I will talk to you real soon. Take care.